Okay, y'all. If y'all hear a fan going on in the back, child, it's just my fan. Yeah. So this is Portia's having a baby episode 2. I don't know how many episodes this is gonna be. I'm assuming maybe 3 episodes, 3 or 4. I don't know for sure. Anyway, we're gonna review it, because we're gonna review it. Okay, this is episode 2. What is going on? It began with Porsha and Dani. They're just talking and, chilling, eating breakfast. So the next scene, we got they're shopping for nannies. Now, Portia's whole idea was she wanted the grandmas to be over there full time to help with the kids. And it was just like, no, not gonna happen. So, they was just like, oh, okay. So what now? So they all got together, the whole family, the mamas and Lauren, Portia's sister, to get together and try to find a nanny. So Lauren went out and found 3 candidates, or at least we saw 3 people audition to be the nanny. At first it was this real young girl. She was 25 years old, cute girl. And she came in there and she was just like, yeah, I just have a lot of energy and all this kind of stuff. And she was just like, yeah, I'm young, so I can run around with the child and all that. They asked her, well, it seems like you will be the type that the baby over there hooping and hollering, you on your phone with your boyfriend. And she was just like, no, that's not the case. I don't answer phone calls when I'm working, in which I think that's a lie. But, she seemed cool. She seemed sweet enough. But, of course, Portia's not going to have somebody that young around her man. Pot belly and all. So, after that, who came in? It was a man that actually came in, a Manny. And, he had a lot of good credentials, etc. But I knew they wasn't going to pick him. And then third was this old church mother child. She came in there humming and singing, and they all like her. Of course, the grandmother's like her. And Dennis was just like, oh, well, we don't need a third grandmother to be around. Dennis, of course, liked the 25-year-old girl. And everybody else felt more safe with going with the church mama. Of course they would. Okay. So, let's see. What else is going on? So, Porsha and them at the house, unwrapping baby shower gifts and stuff. It's nice to see all the girls got her a gift. Apparently she's taking advice from Kenya Moore and all that. So it's just really nice to see the girls in this particular state in their life and finally getting along. Is it going to last? Absolutely not. But it is nice to see it. So, Gina ended up coming over there. And, they were talking, which is Dennis' mama. And, they were talking, and her and Porsha went off. And Mama Gina, once again, she talking about this whole prenup situation. And I'm just like, lady, please. Just as funny looking. Lady, please. Her and her son. Lady, please. Leave it later alone. She was just like, what's she gonna say to her? She's just like, well, do you want to be a baby mama or do you want to be a wife? Saying that all that old baggage from your last relationship, I think you bringing that onto your new relationship with my son. Now, what about that prenup? And I'm just like, Gina, if you don't sit down somewhere, Gina, it's just, I understand. I do understand. But my God, these mamas wear me out. It's like, settle down. Your man done, I understand you trying to protect your son, but think about all the stuff that your son done did to people, good and bad. So it's just like, I'm sure you've been in Portia's position once before or multiple times. I understand that that's your son, so you're going to have his back regardless, but still, she's not even trying to understand Portia's side or anything. Now, I do think Porsha is selfish when it comes to that house. Absolutely. How you going to tell that man to up and leave his own stuff and leave his the comfort of his place, and which is closer to his job, and leave all that, but you won't put his name on the lease and all that, and you still having control in some kind of way, but you still ain't making him feel home. All Dennis stuff is down in the basement, child, with the ghosts and goblins. So it's just like, it's something else, but them mamas need to get it together. Porsha wanted to cuss her out, but she didn't. She ended up calling Dennis in there, and Dennis ended up walking up the steps with her, and she was just like, in all other words, she was telling them, she was just like, I just feel like your mama's out of line. Like, I just really don't get it. Like, for real, you need to get your mama. I understand you're a mama's boy, but you really need to get your mama, like, for real. Like, if this was old Porsha, I would have tossed that ass up by now. And, Dennis is just like, well, you're not going to touch my mama, then I'm going to touch you. It's like, oh, Lord, allegedly. No, he didn't say that. But, yeah, I was just like, Lord. Mama Gina, she was just like, I don't want to be the bad mother-in-law. But I'm just a concerned mama. What you concerned about? Which one are you concerned about, Mama Gina? Are you concerned about Porsha breaking your son's heart? Or more so Porsha getting into your son's pockets, where you be at? Which one is it? So anyway, let me see what else is going on. Porsha goes over to see Shamea. It's just huge, big as a house. She look like a big pumpkin going to see Shamea. God bless Lauren. Oh, Lord, child, all the stuff Lauren got to go through with her sister, I tell you. Just really funny, though. Porsha's just naturally funny. Just her gestures, some of the stuff she say. Just, she's just funny. Okay, they went over there to talk. Shamea's baby's gorgeous. Dennis and Porsha was talking. Porsha said the baby's name out loud. I think she went on here to name the baby Pilar. Pilar Janae McKinley. And Dennis did not want the baby to be named Pilar because that is a name of one of his ex-girlfriends. So, and like, she didn't name her after your ex-girlfriend. Like, I mean, we could say the same thing for who? Jay-Z. Jay-Z named Blue Ivy Blue, B-L-U, and he used to date Blue Cantrell, hit him up style. So, I mean, did Beyonce care? No. I'm sure she don't. Like, it's a name. It's a lot of, hell. After a while, everybody done thought of all the names in the world to name their child. Like, everybody done thought everything. Of course, we're going to start repeating at some point in life. Come on now. I just thought that was silly. Let me see. Porsha and Dennis, they decided to go to Dr. Sherry. Y'all remember Dr. Sherry? She used to be the Braxton's doctor. Therapist. And, I went over there to talk, and, they was talking, and she was just basically, the whole situation, the biggest situation with them is this whole house situation. And she had a situation where she had a home, talking about her ex, Cordell. She had a home, and he had a home. And he convinced her to sell her home while they moved together. They had their home together, and then she thought that he got rid of his home, just like she got rid of hers. But he was just renting, so he went back to go and stay in his old house, and while she had nothing. So that's why this house means so much to her, because it's her revenge, it's her redemption. It is her saving grace, that house. It's an emotional attachment to the house. To say, I got this on my own, I worked my tail off for this, I earned this with my own money, etc., etc. But see, now she's getting ready to go back into a compromising situation, being married. And so now, since she's independent, Porsha, it's hard for her mentally to go back to being in a relationship, Porsha, because that relationship that she was in was so toxic and messed up. So I get it, but I mean, Porsha, if you feel like that, he the one, I guess. Like Dondria. I don't believe we were put together not to be together. So, yeah, but allegedly, apparently, they say Dennis took some money from Porsha, allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. You know, Mama Gina worried about Porsha getting in her son's pockets, but don't nobody say nothing about when the man get in a woman's pockets. Gold dig. Porsha probably got more money than him anyway. How's she gold digging? I don't know. What else is going on? And then we get to the whole situation. Porsha had a rental agreement, got a whole rental agreement situation because they still working on the prenup, child. It's gonna be a mess. But that apparently a rental agreement is an agreement, somewhat like a lease, where you kind of sign your name like you also an owner, but you're not really an owner of the house. Porsha just is. So he's never gonna feel like that's his house if he can't have rights to the house as well legally. So Porsha is selfish in that sense. And and you got all these rooms and this man's stuff in the basement, that's messed up. But apparently we found out that Porsha's mom stays there at the house with her. And she's been staying there a while. She stays somewhere downstairs. But apparently upstairs is like 4 empty bedrooms. One is going to be for the baby. And there's other rooms that are empty. And since Porsha has her mama there, Dennis want to have his mama there just in case things pop off and he can have some backup. Because Mama Gina looked like she carried nunchucks in her purse. But yeah, so I mean, I understand that, him want his mama around too, but it's a different situation. We ain't never had no issues out of Miss Diane. And Miss Diane always been cool on the Housewives, but Mama Gina's a different story, it seems like. So I don't know how this is gonna work with them. So Dr. Sherry, she was just like, child, I didn't even know y'all had all this going on. So this is enough for the part 1 of this session. Y'all come back later on. Child, Dr. Sherry had to take some Tylenol and everything. She was over them people. I was like, I know that's right. Let me see. I think that was it. They got in the car and, they had a little slight argument, about the whole entire thing. And, he just don't want to stay there in that area. That's another thing. He don't like the area. He wants to stay. He's a city boy. He don't like the country or, wherever Porsha is. And Porsha likes the country. So it's just, I don't know how they're going to work this out. And they can't get this situated. I don't know how they're going to work out with the prenup. That's going to be a hot mess. But we here for it, child. But that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at @IsKingsWorld Instagram and Twitter. At @IsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chisky on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.